Welcome back to Virtual Stoic. Amid the chaos, there is also opportunity. This profound wisdom from the ancient strategist Sun Tzu aligns seamlessly with Stoic philosophy. Today, we're diving into this timeless truth. Imagine yourself standing firm as the world spirals into chaos around you, finding your calm center, your unshakable core. That's the power of Stoicism, and that's the journey we're about to embark on together. Today, we'll uncover the art of silence. Often underestimated, this trait carries immense strength. Silence is not just the absence of noise, it is the presence of profound inner peace. It's a strength that speaks louder than words. In our loud, relentless world, mastering silence is a game changer. It turns chaos into clarity and transforms meaningless noise into purpose. The Stoics didn't see silence as a void, they wielded it as a tool, a path to wisdom, resilience, and self-control. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by life's noise, yearned for a moment of tranquility, or wondered how less can truly mean more, you're in the right place. Together, we'll unravel the Stoic secrets of silence and discover how this underrated virtue can elevate your life. Silence offers peace amidst turmoil, clarity amidst confusion, and strength amidst adversity. So join me as we explore the Stoic way, finding power in stillness and wisdom in the pause. If you're ready to transform your life through the timeless teachings of Stoicism, hit that subscribe button and stay with us till the end. Together, we'll unlock the full power of silence and its remarkable impact on your inner strength and clarity. Number 1. Silence confuses your opponent. Silence holds a unique kind of power, one that can leave your opponent completely unsettled. It's not just about the absence of words. It's about creating an atmosphere of uncertainty, one where your opponent is forced to question, guess, and doubt. Imagine this. You're in a tense negotiation or a heated argument. Most people would instinctively rush to fill the silence with words, trying to defend themselves or gain control. But instead you pause, you say nothing. This isn't a weakness, it's a calculated move deeply inspired by Stoic philosophy. The Stoics were masters of control, not only over their actions, but also over their reactions. By choosing silence, you're refusing to give away your thoughts, emotions, or intentions. Your opponent, on the other hand, is left scrambling to interpret your silence. Are you confident? Are you calculating? Are you planning something they can't foresee? This confusion works in your favor. While they're caught in a web of uncertainty, you're calm and composed. You're observing every detail, analyzing the situation, and planning your next move with clarity. Silence becomes your tool, allowing you to stay one step ahead. But it's not just about unsettling the other person. Silence also allows you to listen, not just to their words, but to their tone, their hesitation, and even what they're choosing not to say. It's in these quiet moments that you gather the most valuable insights. Silence, as the Stoics teach us, is a reflection of wisdom and temperance. It shows that you are in control of yourself, unfazed by external pressures. You're choosing to respond, not react. And sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. So, the next time you're faced with a challenging situation, remember the power of silence. Let it confuse your opponent, fortify your inner strength, and give you the space to think clearly. In the realm of Stoicism, silence isn't just the absence of noise, it's the presence of immense power. Number 2. Eliminate distractions. Our world is overflowing with distractions, constant pings, endless notifications, and an overwhelming stream of information. But what happens when we intentionally step away from all this noise? We're left with space to think, reflect, and immerse ourselves in the timeless wisdom of Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus. The first step to eliminating distractions starts with our minds. When we clear away mental clutter, we open ourselves to deeper insights. This process doesn't require abandoning modern life. It's about making deliberate choices to filter what demands our attention. For example, you could set specific times to check your emails or social media. You could create a serene workspace free of interruptions or embrace moments of stillness during your day. The goal isn't to reject the world, but to navigate it with purpose, much like a Stoic would. But it goes deeper than managing external distractions. It's also about silencing the inner chatter, the doubts, fears, and endless what-ifs that disrupt our peace. Stoicism provides tools to help us focus on what's within our control and let go of everything else. This inner tranquility, free from distractions, is where true wisdom flourishes, and the benefits of this practice ripple outward. When we minimize distractions, we're not just improving our own lives, We're enhancing our relationships, creativity, and ability to engage meaningfully with the world around us. By being fully present, we show up for ourselves and others in ways that truly matter. Start small. Dedicate a part of your day to silence and reflection, free from the pull of the digital world. Notice how it shifts your thoughts, sharpens your focus, and brings clarity to your decisions. This practice is like the pause in a symphony. The silence between notes is what makes the music resonate deeply. Similarly, when we eliminate distractions and embrace stillness, we cultivate a life of greater meaning, focus, and peace. In the Stoic view, silence is not just the absence of noise, it's an embodiment of restraint, wisdom, and conscious action. So take that pause, eliminate the unnecessary, and step into the clarity that Stoicism offers. Number 3, silence commands presence. Imagine this. You're in the middle of a heated discussion or a buzzing meeting, and one person simply listens, not a word spoken. Their silence isn't empty. It draws attention, almost as if their presence alone holds power. People start to wonder, what's going through their mind? Why aren't they speaking? This silent intrigue creates a magnetic pull, putting you in a subtle position of control and influence. Stoicism teaches us the importance of choosing our words carefully and valuing quality over quantity. In the world of endless chatter, we learn that silence can be far more powerful than any string of words. By withholding unnecessary speech, we allow our words, when we choose to speak, to carry weight. When we speak from a place of intentional thought rather than reaction, it resonates deeper. But silence isn't just about restraint, it's about fostering understanding. In those quiet moments, we give others the space to express themselves. This allows us to understand their perspectives and feelings more deeply, which can be a game changer in both personal and professional relationships. It's in the silence that we can observe, reflect, and gain valuable insights. Now, don't mistake silence for passivity. It's not about disengaging from life. On the contrary, embracing silence is a deliberate and active choice. It's about knowing when to speak and when to let the silence do the talking. This discernment is central to Stoic virtue. Understanding the natural rhythm of interaction, knowing the value of each word, and when to hold back. In practice, mastering silence can improve our lives in countless ways. It can de-escalate conflicts, deepen our connections, and even give our minds the needed space to reset and recharge. Silence, when harnessed skillfully, is a tool for growth and reflection, helping us to navigate a noisy world with clarity and strength. In our fast-paced, action-driven world, silence may seem counterproductive. But as Stoicism teaches us, it's in the quiet moments that we discover true power. When we step back from the external noise, we hear our thoughts more clearly. And it's in those thoughts, cultivated in silence, that we find wisdom and strength. Number 4, silence builds inner strength. Silence is not just the absence of sound. It's a sanctuary for the mind, a place where we can find rest and fortitude. Just as a bodybuilder trains to build strength, a Stoic uses silence to fortify their mental resilience. In the quiet, we learn to face our emotions and confront the chaos inside us without being swept away by external distractions. Think of silence as mental conditioning. In moments of solitude, we sharpen our ability to be with ourselves, to sit with discomfort, and to emerge stronger and more grounded. Silence teaches us resilience, as we learn to navigate our inner turmoil without flinching, developing a mental toughness that helps us face life's challenges with poise. In silence, clarity flourishes. It allows us to sort through the noise of our daily lives and focus on what truly matters. With this clarity comes strength, the power to act with intention, not impulse. Our decisions become purposeful, our actions deliberate, and our lives align more closely with our core values. Every word we speak and every step we take carries meaning because they come from a place of thoughtfulness. But silence isn't about passivity. It's an active practice of self-reflection and awareness. It's a dialogue with ourselves, listening to our thoughts, feelings, and intuition. In these moments of introspection, we uncover truths about our desires, motivations, and convictions. This self-knowledge builds an unshakable confidence, empowering us to make decisions that reflect our true selves, free from the influence of external expectations. What's even more fascinating is that the strength we cultivate in silence doesn't stay within us. It extends outward. When we are centered and clear, we exude calm and assurance in our interactions with others. Our words carry more weight, as they stem from a place of deep reflection and understanding. Our presence becomes magnetic, marked by the serenity and purpose that Stoicism teaches us. In Stoic philosophy, we recognize that no matter our accomplishments or status, we are all part of a larger whole, interconnected and interdependent. This realization frees us from the chains of ego, allowing us to live more authentically and engage with others more genuinely. And being free from arrogance doesn't mean we devalue ourselves. It means we understand our place in the grander scheme of things, letting go of unnecessary pride. Number 5, freedom from pride or arrogance. True humility is not about diminishing our worth. Rather, it's about recognizing both our strengths and our limitations with equal clarity and composure. It's understanding that our achievements don't elevate us above others, and that our failures don't define us. This Stoic principle teaches us to approach life with equanimity, maintaining a sense of calm, whether in triumph or defeat. Stoicism encourages us not to boast about our successes, but to let our actions speak for themselves. When we do this, we cultivate inner peace, as we no longer tie our self-worth to external validation or comparisons. Embracing humility frees us from the constant need to prove ourselves, allowing us to exist in a space where our value is inherent, not dependent on the opinions of others. Humility also opens the door to growth. When we humble ourselves, we become better listeners, more compassionate friends, and more empathetic members of our communities. We acknowledge that everyone has something to teach us, and we approach every interaction with a willingness to learn. In practice, freeing ourselves from pride and arrogance requires regular self-reflection, a core tenet of Stoicism. We examine our motivations, question our assumptions, and strive to align our actions with our deeper values. We remind ourselves of our shared humanity, recognizing that, like everyone else, we are flawed, finite, and fallible. This Stoic virtue doesn't only transform how we see ourselves, it strengthens our relationships too. When we let go of the need to be right or to appear superior, we make space for more authentic connections. We become more attentive listeners, more thoughtful responders, and more engaging conversationalists. This openness makes us more approachable and relatable, and often more appreciated. In any negotiation, the words we choose are critical, but equally important are the moments of silence we create. Silence in these situations can foster an atmosphere of calm and control, prompting the other party to reveal more than they intended. It becomes a space for deeper reflection, not just for us, but for those we are engaging with, pushing the conversation into more profound territories. From a Stoic perspective, silence in negotiations isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about tapping into our inner tranquility. It's about pausing to gather our thoughts and responding with wisdom, rather than reacting impulsively. When we pause, we aren't just buying time. We're asserting control, anchoring ourselves in the present moment. Number 6, silence in negotiations. Silence in negotiations isn't just about gaining a tactical edge, it goes beyond strategy. It's about showing respect for the power of words yet to be spoken, and acknowledging the weight and potential impact they hold. By pausing, we send a powerful signal. We are thoughtful, deliberate, and in control, qualities that command respect and capture attention in any negotiation. This practice of intentional silence aligns perfectly with Stoicism's emphasis on listening, a skill just as essential in negotiations as eloquence or persuasion. When we truly listen, we gain deeper insights into the other party's needs, fears, and desires. With this understanding, we can craft solutions that respect the interests of everyone involved, leading to outcomes that benefit all parties. But how can we cultivate the skill of silence? It begins with self-awareness, a fundamental principle in Stoic practice. By understanding our tendencies, triggers, and habitual responses, we can gain better control over our impulse to speak. Silence also requires confidence, the belief that our perspective holds value and the strength to let it stand without unnecessary embellishment. In negotiations, silence can take many forms. It could be a thoughtful pause after a significant statement, allowing its meaning to sink in. It could be a quiet moment of regrouping when the conversation becomes heated or complex. Or it could be a space we create for the other party to fill, allowing them to disclose, reflect, or reconsider. The Stoics believed in the interconnectedness of all people, that we are part of a shared human community. Showing kindness and consideration in our interactions is not just a benevolent act, it's an acknowledgement of our deep connection. Stoic kindness isn't about grand gestures or seeking recognition. It's about the small, everyday moments where we choose understanding over judgment and patience over frustration. Consideration takes this a step further. It's about actively putting ourselves in others' shoes, understanding their perspectives, struggles, and hopes. When we approach others with genuine consideration, we foster meaningful connections built on mutual respect and trust. So why is this so vital? In a world driven by quick responses and surface-level interactions, moments of silence and deep consideration create space for true understanding. This respect for others nurtures trust and strengthens relationships, enabling us to navigate life and negotiations with wisdom and clarity. Number 7. Kind and considerate regard for others. In practicing kindness and consideration, we not only enrich the lives of those around us, but we also cultivate our inner peace and satisfaction. Stoicism teaches us that our well-being is deeply connected to how we treat others. By choosing kindness, we align ourselves with Stoic values that promote harmony, both within ourselves and in our relationships with others. This approach has a ripple effect. When we act with kindness and consideration, we inspire others to do the same. Imagine the transformation if each of us made the conscious choice to act with a little more kindness and a little more empathy. The collective impact could be profound, creating a more compassionate and understanding community. So how can we bring these Stoic principles into our daily lives? It starts with mindfulness, being aware of the opportunities we have to show kindness in our interactions. It means pausing before reacting and choosing responses that reflect the Stoic virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation. In our fast-paced, noisy world, where everyone seems eager to have the last word, truly listening with empathy and attention, is a rare and valuable skill. Yet it aligns perfectly with Stoic philosophy, which values understanding, empathy, and the pursuit of wisdom. Deep listening goes beyond simply hearing the words. It's about engaging with the essence of the message, the emotions, intentions, and underlying meanings. When we listen deeply, we do so not to respond, but to understand. This mindful approach to listening fosters a profound connection with others and reflects the Stoic ideals of empathy and rationality. It's an act of Stoic compassion, acknowledging that, like us, others have their struggles, perspectives, and stories worth understanding. But the benefits of deep listening go beyond empathy. By truly listening, we open ourselves up to new insights and perspectives. We become better learners, better problem solvers, and more supportive friends and colleagues. We absorb and process more information, which in turn enhances our decisions and actions, aligning them more closely with the Stoic virtues of wisdom. Number 8. The art of deep listening. Cultivating the art of deep listening is a practice rooted in intention and patience, virtues central to Stoicism. So how can we develop this skill? It begins with a shift in mindset. Approach each conversation with the intention that there's something valuable to learn from the other person. This refocuses the attention from your desire to speak to a genuine curiosity about what the other person has to offer. Next, practice presence. In a world flooded with notifications and distractions, giving someone your undivided attention is a powerful gift. This means setting aside your phone, muting distractions, and engaging fully with the person in front of you. Listening isn't just about hearing with your ears. It involves your eyes, your body, and your mind. It's about showing through your entire being that you are truly present and that you care. Moreover, deep listening requires patience and self-control, two essential Stoic virtues. It means resisting the urge to interrupt, judge, or mentally prepare your response while the other person is speaking. Instead, you hold space for their words, allowing them to express themselves fully before you offer your thoughts. This practice fosters a genuine understanding, grounded in attentiveness. Finally, deep listening doesn't end with the conversation. After listening, take a moment to reflect on what you've heard, the message, the emotions behind the words, and any underlying meanings. This reflection isn't just about understanding the other person, but about enhancing your response. By reflecting thoughtfully, you embody the Stoic ideal of measured action, responding with wisdom rather than reaction. This practice of deep listening isn't about accumulating knowledge or providing quick answers. It's about cultivating a profound understanding of our experiences, values, and the world around us. Reflective wisdom, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, allows us to live with intention, make more considered choices, and grow toward our ideal selves. Reflective wisdom starts with introspection. It's the practice of pausing, turning inward, and examining our thoughts, actions, and reactions. This process demands honesty, vulnerability, and the courage to confront uncomfortable truths. Yet it is through this self-examination that we come to understand our motivations, identify our biases, and clarify our values, ultimately allowing us to know ourselves more deeply. But reflective wisdom doesn't stop with the self. Stoicism teaches us that our lives are interconnected with others and the world at large. Therefore, our reflection must also consider our relationships and how we engage with the people around us. It's not just about looking inward, but about understanding how our actions impact those we interact with and how we can grow alongside them. Number 9, the art of reflective wisdom. Reflective wisdom isn't merely a personal tool. It extends to our role in society and our impact on the world. How do our actions align with the greater good? Are we contributing to harmony, or are we sowing discord? This broader perspective ensures that our wisdom serves a purpose beyond the self, aligning with a higher communal goal. Let's now explore how we can practically apply reflective wisdom. It's not just a lofty concept, but a valuable guide for our daily decisions. When we act from a place of reflective wisdom, our choices become more intentional, our actions more deliberate, and our words more considered. This results in greater resilience in the face of adversity, composure under pressure, and adaptability in the face of change. These traits mark the Stoic, the individual who navigates life's ups and downs with grace and equanimity. So how do we cultivate reflective wisdom? It begins with creating a regular space for reflection. This could take the form of a daily review of your actions and decisions, journaling, or engaging in thoughtful discussions with others. It's about asking tough questions and being open to wherever the answers may lead. It's about learning from the past, being present in the moment, and considering the future. Another vital aspect is adopting a learner's mindset. Life is our greatest teacher, and every experience, whether joyful, painful, or mundane, offers a lesson. By staying curious and open, we can extract valuable wisdom from each of life's moments, allowing us to grow in understanding and resilience. Resilience isn't about avoiding pain or denying struggles. It's about facing adversity head-on, learning from it, and emerging stronger and wiser. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we can control how we respond. This response, rooted in clarity, reason, and virtue, is what forges true resilience. To cultivate resilience, we begin with acceptance. Stoicism encourages us to embrace reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. This means acknowledging our adversities without judgment or self-pity. When we meet challenges with acceptance, we conserve our energy for what truly matters, our response and growth. Additionally, we draw strength from perspective. The Stoics understood that our judgments about events are often the source of distress, not the events themselves. By adjusting our perspective, we can change our emotional response, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. Number 10, the art of reflective wisdom. Reflective wisdom isn't just about understanding our personal experiences. It also involves considering our role in society and our broader impact on the world. How do our actions align with the greater good? Are we contributing to harmony, or are we creating discord? This wider perspective ensures that our wisdom is not merely self-serving, but serves a higher communal purpose. Now let's talk about how we apply this wisdom in practical terms. Reflective wisdom is far from theoretical. It's immensely practical. It shapes our choices, guides our actions, and influences our interactions with others. When we operate from a place of reflective wisdom, our decisions become more thoughtful, our actions more deliberate, and our words more measured. We become more resilient in the face of adversity, more composed under pressure, and more adaptable to change. These qualities are the marks of a Stoic, someone who navigates life's ups and downs with grace and equanimity. So how do we cultivate this reflective wisdom? It begins with creating space for regular reflection. This might include daily reviews of your actions and decisions, journaling, or engaging in thoughtful discussions with others. It's about asking hard questions and remaining open to wherever the answers might lead. It's about learning from the past, being present in the now, and considering the future. Another key aspect is adopting a learner's mindset. Life is our greatest teacher, and every experience, whether joyful, painful, or mundane, has something valuable to teach us. By embracing curiosity and openness, we can extract meaningful lessons from all aspects of life, growing in understanding and wisdom. Resilience isn't about avoiding pain or denying struggles. It's about confronting adversity head-on, learning from it, and emerging stronger and wiser. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, We can control how we respond. This response, rooted in clarity, reason, and virtue, is what builds true resilience. To cultivate resilience, we begin with acceptance. Stoicism encourages us to embrace reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. This means acknowledging our challenges without judgment or self-pity. When we face difficulties with acceptance, we conserve our energy for what truly matters, our response and growth. Finally, we draw strength from perspective. The Stoics believed that our judgments about events cause us more distress than the events themselves. By shifting our perspective, we can transform obstacles into opportunities for growth. Embrace the silence. We don't grow and overcome in isolation, but in the company of others. It is through sharing our struggles, offering support, and receiving wisdom from those who have faced similar challenges that our resilience is strengthened. These connections remind us that we are not alone in our journey. Resilience is also nurtured through practice. Just as a muscle grows stronger with use, our capacity for resilience increases as we confront and navigate adversity. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to apply our Stoic principles, acting with courage, maintaining composure, and choosing a response that aligns with our values. At its core, resilience is about tapping into our inner strength and using it to face life's inevitable challenges. It's about transforming adversity into growth, deepening our understanding of our virtues, and forging our values. Most importantly, it's about moving forward, armed with the wisdom and fortitude we've gained through our experiences. As we conclude today's exploration of Stoic philosophy, remember that the strength you seek is already within you. It waits to be harnessed through reflection, resilience, and wisdom. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery and growth. You are not just viewers. You are an essential part of the virtual Stoic community, united in our shared quest for understanding and virtue. Now, don't let your journey end here. Click on one of the suggested videos on the screen to continue deepening your knowledge of Stoicism and fortifying your spirit. Together, we are not just learning, we are transforming.